This station rules the nation. True FM 96.1, the heart and soul of Liberia.
Oh, yes. What a way I like to say good morning. Welcome to the TBS. It's the Truth Breakfast Show, 9641. It's Tuesday morning, August 6th. Good morning. Welcome to Liberia's biggest breakfast show again. Is what a way. So thank God for you woke up in the morning. You just give it out to God. So thanks for the gift of life. Oh, yes. And we'll right here to say happy breakfast straight up to 10 o'clock this morning. Wherever you find yourself, are you listening? This is the TBS. Good morning to the 15 counties in the land and breath of the Republic of Liberia. And the council said to me, I could just be memorizing when you're doing the lineup. Let justice be done to all. The love of liberty brought us together. Yes, good morning. Wherever you find yourself, are you listening? We're going to see every breakfast straight up to 10 o'clock. Country first, in the midst of all. My name is O'Neill. This is O'Neill Roberts, Marka Davis, to get it up to 10 o'clock. Good morning, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Liberia, President Joseph Yuma Boykai. Waking up this morning, good morning, good health, strength, wisdom. And let's say good morning and a happy birthday to the First Lady. Yes, the First Lady of the Republic of Liberia, Madam Katumo Boykai. Yes, happy birthday to you. Like to wish you well as you celebrate your birthday as a First Lady in the country. Yes, happy birthday to you. I'm seeing lots of love on the social media to the First Lady. And I also like to say happy birthday to my big brother, Dr. L'Oreal Sylvester Yamishe. Yes, today's your birthday, Council. Council, happy birthday to you. Celebrate well this morning. Yes, Maka, good morning to you.
Good morning. And one of your former workmates is also celebrating today, Melody.
Hey! Hey, Melody was in the comment, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yes, I was one of this person. Melody means a keto.
Yeah.
Yes, happy birthday to you, Melody. Happy birthday. I think she's our country. Yeah, that post I saw is that background is not looking at in country post. Yes, it's like away.
Yes, good morning. Good morning to our many listeners. Good morning to you, O'Neill, and all of you who have joined us this morning. For you who are celebrating today, like O'Neill has mentioned, some of you, we wish you all the best. And yes, people who are having other issues like bereavement and all of that, we want to extend our sympathy to you and wish you all the best. Like our man, Josh Christopher Bullet, I think he's bereaved.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I saw a post from him.
Political Christophers.
Yeah, political Josh Christopher Bullet. Yeah, so good morning to all of you. We hope that we can do our very best this morning. Yesterday was a tense day in Monrovia with the police deployment, the CDC reaction, the ex-EPS officers' reaction, and all of that. Yes, but we are here today.
Yes, well, yeah, and we decided to capture the thing at most that matters the country, that matters the people, the bread and butter issue. So some of our talking points, the ones you see on the social media, Maka, probably we may not get them all in our lineup. But one that matters to us because as a journalist, We are gatekeepers of society, in case you don't know this. Yes, that's why we're members of the fourth estate. We must keep the peace, protect the peace, and keep enjoying what we have in our country. Let's say welcome to the new U.S. ambassador, Mac Toner. Mac, good morning. Good morning, Sarah Bezolo Yanti, the foreign affairs, the face. We never disappointed when we started. She was right for that job. We'd like to say good morning. But so much to talk about this morning. Those of you watching online, you bringing your details, watching us, good morning to you. Thank you so much. Irreversible Fred Joma, good morning. Emmanuel Dado Jr., yes, Samuel Jacob, good morning to you. Catherine Pa, Catherine, yes. How you doing this morning, Catherine? John Sankale, yes. Emmett Hammond, Emmett, don't go out of data. Yes, Emma, good morning to you. Harrison, find the rest of you. Yes, Marka, let's see what we have this morning for the lineup. Peter Tome, give us an update. How is the Zaza Kawa case at the Supreme Court? The first zone that we run to the Supreme Court in this but it's so true. But anyway, let's go have this one on the Tuesday edition of the Truth Breakfast Show. Good morning to all of our lawmakers. Those of you continue to make yourself available to the people who want to say good morning to all of you. Yes.
Yes, coming up, we will have David Koti with the health tip this morning for at least 5 minutes. That will be followed by the review of the papers if we have them all in full, or whatever numbers we have, we'll do that. And thanks to our sponsors, Orange Liberia and Academic Liberia, who are proudly sponsoring this show. And in our studio chat this morning, we want to reflect on Liberian athletes at the Olympic.
Yes.
Yes, and yes, let's celebrate our own people as well. So we'll throw light on some of them, including Joseph Fambule, the rest of them. The Foreign Affairs Minister Sarah Besloyanti welcomed the new U.S. ambassador to Liberia. Mark Toner is in country now, and we'll talk about that. The CT and Otago tracking number, I don't know that's how they call it. That contract, we've been talking about it. Some Liberians, even in the diaspora, have had issue with that contract. They've been talking about it. They believe that it's not in the interest of the country. We'll mention that again this morning. University students are appealing to the Ministry of Finance about scholarship arrears owed them. And yes, similar. I got similar issue from Ghana. Yeah. I want to lay my hands on paperwork before I can talk more about that.
Okay.
So we'll talk about it this morning. And a review of the National Bureau of Construction audit report. Okay, we have been going through the reports and seeing some stuff there. At 8:40 to maybe 10 after 9 this morning, we open the lines for interaction with us on the show this morning. That will be followed by sports entertainment and commercials here, brought to you by Orange Liberia and EcoBank Liberia Limited. At 9:20 to 10 o'clock, an exclusive interview with Dr. Stephen, what's his last name?
Stephen Zepex.
Yes, Zepex.
Yes, Zepex.
Of the U.S. His recent visit to Liberia, he met with the president, and what are his plans for the education system? We will talk about that this morning on the last segment of the show. In the midst of all, country first. So
I'm not getting your normal vibe, man.
I don't know.
Folks, what's happening with Marka?
Yeah.
The vibe, I'm not getting his regular vibe. Even the news, you sounded the same way too.
Yeah, but I'll pick up.
I will not agree letter is power. Yeah, anyway, I think I'm just something happened up.
Exhausted.
Why? Your star company, your DSTV recharge finish or what?
No.
Oh, that big brother Naja carrying you.
Not exactly. I didn't even watch much last night. I went straight to sleep.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
I just think maybe
Conjure Express.
Yeah, I think so.
I always not cancel Taiwan Gongolo's birthday. Today's canceled birthday as well.
Oh really?
Yeah, the poor man lawyer. Yeah, man. The chief of office started send me the message. Today's council Taiwan saying
somebody see what that people are just offering. No man, not at all.
You're asking.
I didn't even follow people last night like that.
I don't watch that thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
everything about the entertainment with you.
No, I mean, if you play you put a soccer game on from 6 a.m. To 12 p.m. I'll be before that television set.
Yeah,
I'll watch all.
I know. I'm just following small.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the ladies can push people.
And right now the remote is the tool for confusion in the house, because If you want to switch,
Mhm.
some people get issue.
Damn it.
Yeah, you want to switch, people get issue.
Let's postpone politics in it. What's the head of DSTV? Simon what?
Go, Freeman.
Simon Freeman is making a lot of money
I
right
understand
now.
they don't have the $15 package again.
Look, Liberians, Simon Freeman now is the hottest businessman on the block. The whole country wants to watch Big Brother Naija. Do you know DSTV is also now? Amen. Simon Freeman is preparing for 2029. Yes, when the account is rep.
Yeah. They're running for president by like Gambo.
Yeah. No, but you gotta get something, man.
Yes, no.
You have to get something, man.
Running for president like Gambo.
The only thing that Simon Freeman said he would never forget, Avamuma will not also forget too.
I remember going around September. Some people just decided to stop spending. Some of the candidates
in a campaign.
In the race, yeah.
Like Sheikh Kouyaté.
Yeah, they just decided to stop spending.
No, call some names. And you will get back in the show. You call names, you get your rid of.
You know, certain parties, certain candidates.
They will not spend.
Yeah, they want to spend.
Because we're not going to spend around.
That some of their parties, in fact, some people who were leaders in the party were raising issues now.
So why you spending?
Yeah, they think they like bring with they think the way going there will not understand now.
Yeah.
You know. So like even the African Liberation League.
Okay.
Yeah, they were not spending much again on the campaign.
But just a message.
Especially after they did a launch. So far that was just it.
So Jacob Town there.
The closing, they just did some kind of tango thing.
Let's go to Dr. Karen Monoba.
Dr. Clarence Moniba.
They don't hold on small. We're doing
Dr.
something.
Clarence Moniba.
See, Marka is getting the now. Go ahead.
We went after they launched the huge march. I still have videos of their campaign launch.
Okay.
He and Madam Grace found a former superintendent of Monserrato.
Okay.
Yes. From then we enter September. What's going on? Nothing. We enter October. The voting time comes and say, "You're not going to vote."
What about the ghost man? In fact, where is our Appleton? Like, where is Appleton?
I can't even remember whether Appleton even did campaign launch. I can't remember. So can you imagine that after the election, when the results were coming, then we started to do research on where is Appleton's party, where he launched his campaign, who are his party officials. But this man is coming third in every county. But what's happening?
What's happening?
I mean, it was magical.
Tell me, Gongolo.
And like I said, the last time the man has returned to status quo.
Okay. Go back to bed.
Go back to where.
What about Tell was the first presidential candidate that visited more than 200 counties across the country.
Self-filling the council map. That is business made when we enter September. Council will not spend it again.
I won't call council. Drank water, in the villages, in the almond tree. Say, hey, la bring way up over me. Hey, tell council, good morning, happy birthday.
Council went to the creek. As we are speaking now, council is right under the tree to yours. I just passed my council for recently. At the air council.
Who else again? Who's the other presidential candidate? Sheikh Kouyaté, pa?
Sheikh Kouyaté.
Sheikh stayed in one county for almost 1 month.
The only thing I know about Sheikh is that Sheikh ran his campaign on the radio.
On the radio.
He's always available.
Radio campaign.
Radio campaign.
Guess what? So we have the brothers celebrating here with us on the line. I mean, this is something we don't do normally, but we got to celebrate our own. Councilor Tiawan said Gongolo. Council, happy birthday. Council, happy birthday to you live on the 2BS. Good morning.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I expected it, though I would have been disappointed you have not called me.
We just remember yesterday, man. You expected a call maybe from President Boyka or former President. We are Ellen Johnson, even the Chief Justice. These are your colleagues, man. I'm just placing a call as an ordinary journalist.
No. I'm a servant of people and we are a conduit to the people. So that is very important to me. Reaching the people is more important than reaching your servants.
Council, what can you remember your birthday? 2024, man. 2023 was a hectic year for you. Election, you're thinking, you wanted to become president. Now
you're going to River G.
Going to county. How many times you visited?
54 towns. In 73 districts. That I didn't win the election, but historically I made a point that nobody has known the history of Liberia.
Okay.
That when you want power, you go to the people.
Exactly. And if you have won every quarter, they were going to do audit report and come and show to you that President Gongolo, this is what I've earned, this is what I've done.
Exactly. And I said we should have lifestyle audit every 3 months. The salary of every government official should be on the Executive Mansion website. I still call for that because, our president said there will not be business as usual. I think being unusual for the salaries of, especially our government.
Council, today your birthday, don't go too much politics, man. Once that I break, last year, yeah, okay, hold on, sorry. Council, hold on. Last year, your birthday post, I saw you in the swimming pool. I know you swim very well, man. What sort of picture do we expect on the social media?
I don't see my float. I was at Echo Lodge 2 weeks ago. I floated for an hour.
You float on the water?
Yeah.
Okay.
Water.
So, what's the birthday? Your birthday is along with the first lady, Marka Boyka. Both of you celebrate on today. I mean, the country celebrate great. Yeah.
And also my son Costa.
Yeah,
Okay.
Aaron Costa.
Aaron Costa. So all of your birthday today.
Yeah, and so I gave myself a birthday gift this morning by doing 300 push-ups at 4:30.
You did 300 push-ups. You big council, you telling me?
300 push-ups.
Is Council Augustine around already?
So I did 300 push-ups. So at 68, it's only a number for me. I do not feel any effect of aging.
Council, you can still become president, man. You're still young, man. 29 to 8, still your fever, man. Yeah, man.
That is for my birthday to determine.
But you have to put your foot in the race part.
Yeah, you always bring me to that point that everything is in God's hand. Somebody put it in last year. I've already gone to God. Somebody was planning 2029, so I don't like to be exact about that. I leave everything in God's hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if I know where people take leave of you, Councilor Tevon said, go on your.
I just want to wish all Nigerian people good health, and I advise them to be like me, exercise, drink a lot of water, be moderate in everything they do, and don't keep too many things on your mind. That's why you see after the election, people are telling me, "Oh, you're going to get it fine." I said, "No, the election is over."
On the election, you're stressed during the election? He's so stressed, you reduce a little bit.
I was extremely stressed. People around the country, you have to be feeding them, watching them, thinking about, you don't have money, cars breaking down, all of that, too many things, And that was my first time in any electoral politics, so I cannot deceive myself to say I was not stressed. I was.
Okay. Yeah, Council, have a blessed day, man.
For letting the Liberian people know my birthday. When we started to say we are leaders, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got big shoulders.
Okay. Great. Yes, the voice of the LPP political leader. Yes, Councilor Tevon Gongolo. Marka, I think it's a great start for us, right?
Yes, sure.
Yes. Let's see if we get to the tip out coming up with David Coty. David, the day your birthday hit up too, we'll celebrate you the same way. Huh? Let's bring our help tip. What happened?
Yeah, somebody there behind you guys forgetting about Cummings. Cummings paying in September.
Yeah, okay. Cummings? Cummings paying
in September.
We should ask Louis Brown.
You should ask Louis Brown.
Yeah, let's ask Louis Brown.
What about Martin Kula?
No, Louis was campaign chair.
Okay.
Yes. Martin is busy right now on Liberty Party. Martin whole hair for Liberty Party. Yeah. Now is the rebrand. Now two political parties trying to rebrand.
Mm-hmm. The NPP?
Listen to the day, Marka. 1,820 days to election. That 2029 countdown doing for you. You're in the opposition. Liberty Party, CDC, what's the other party? NPP. 1,820 days to election. Meanwhile, NPP and Liberty Party is starting to rebrand a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. That's one thing to come from 1,000 all the way down. Now, what kind of president right now? Anyway, David Coty is here of the health tip.
I'm not in that countdown with you.
Let's do the countdown.
Not there.
After the 800, then maybe we'll hit somewhere. Yes. Ernest Coty Abbas. You sounding like is that David Coty or someone's using David Coty's phone?
No, that's my phone. I said that.
Is it a voice that used to sound like Charles Tito when Charles called David Coty? David is running, leaving his house. You don't want to take a shower because the president is calling David Coty?
This is Sim David Coty, and good morning to you and Ambassador Davis. And we say happy birthday to the freedom fighter, as I call him. Taiwan has fought for the people all the time. You know, the celebration of a birthday is not only to eat, drink, and dance, it is to reflect, to see what you have done with your life in the past, and then you plan for the future. My dear brother and friend, Councillor Gongo, you have fought for the Liberian people over the years. Thank you. Migraine headache is our topic today. Migraine headache is a painful headache, especially on one side of the head. The pain can last for hours or even days. If not treated, it can transform into a chronic daily headache. 3.1 billion people around the world suffer from migraine headache. And what are the causes? Genetics. Sometimes it comes from parent to children. Number two, stress. I like what Councillor Gandhi just mentioned. Don't put too much worry on your head. Well, the worry isn't a serious problem. So don't worry about everything. Please be at peace with yourself. Number three, sleep deprivation. These are things that can cause migraine headache. You don't give yourself enough sleep. Some of you sleep for 3 to 4 hours a day, and you think it's a good thing. No, you must sleep for the required 7 to 9 hours a day. Now, certain medications can also cause migraine headache. Medication that you take for erectile dysfunction. You know you're not performing well, you're just taking all kinds of things like Viagra, for example. It can cause migraine headache. Blood pressure pills can also cause migraine headache. Number five, drinking alcohol, especially excessively. Nobody says that you can't take your 1 or 2 beer a day, but every minute, bottle in your mouth. Stop. Drinking too much caffeine. The caffeine, you gotta stop it. Even bitter cola, all those kind of things. Caffeine, you gotta stop eating all those kind of things. Because caffeine can stimulate the brain and the nervous system. Now, what do you do when you already have migraine headache? Certain things you can do. Number one, always sleep on your back. Don't lay on one side of your head. Sleep on your back always. Avoid a noisy area. Anywhere they have a big band play out and don't go there. Number three, sleep in a dark room. Don't put light on in the room when you have migraine headache. Sleep in a dark room and sleep on your back, not on one side of your head. Remember this. Protect your kidney or kidneys always, because it is one of the 5 organs vital for survival. There are certain organs there are 78 organs in your body, but 5 of them you don't play with. The kidney is one of them. You mess with it, you will die. I said kidney or kidneys because some people are born with 2, some are born with 1. Some are born with 2, but only 1 is working. So you need to know this. The function of the kidney is to remove waste and extra fluids from the body. It has a very big job to do. If it shuts down, friend, you will shut down. Go to the hospital once every 2 years and check your kidney. But if you are suffering from diabetes or high blood pressure, do it every year. It's important. Those are the risk factors that can destroy your kidney. Thank you very much for the time, and happy birthday once again to my friend and brother.
Okay, Cornelius, before you go, two party. Let me bring up of a story. Coming up, he laughing. Yes. Let me bring it up this story here. There's a big party going on. Councillor Tewon say Gongolo and the first lady Katumo Boyka. Where would David Cody go? Librarians, listen up to you.
Oh, you may have the both.
Today is the first lady's birthday along with Councillor Tewon's birthday. Where does David Cody go? Let's hear you.
Uncle play.
No, talking slow, Tewon. Not yet. Talking slow. You not yet.
I don't even want you to hear them. I'll go to Omer Boyka White Place. I mean, if the 2 of them are celebrated today, I'll go to the Omer place. But if you didn't hear this one, don't tell him.
That's secret. That's secret.
What you say? What behind huh?
When I said what? Uncle Joe, wife having birthday, I'm gonna go somewhere else. My brother forgave me.
Council not representing the code. Oh.
He was still representing. My man, I told you before, my childhood friend. He said it publicly once on the radio.
Your childhood friend's birthday.
Yeah, way back on Camp Johnson Road. My childhood friend, way back. But the other one.
Okay, last before you go, if former President Charles Taylor birthday, Alan Johnson birthday, which side will you go?
God willing, I will be back. My brother, I want that. I will say it publicly.
They
I'll
make
go
it.
to Gangesao.
They make it
I
go
will
wait.
go
They make it go wait. Calabada.
2 times to visit my friend. Even when I was working at a commission with my Ellen, we were all working together as commissioners, and I could tell her I go and see my friend. I went there twice. Then a birthday celebration. Even if remember leader one there, Gange.
Abbas. Abbas, have a great day, man. All right. Great. Difficulty with the health tip right here on the TBL. We have just few papers with us. Let's see what's making news from the print media. Let's good morning.
To follow, but I yet you send me to live. Oh, my little lady, tapping up we read the wind and die when the sun is high. We sail out the sea, the ocean waves. At night we make
Okay, so let's bring you the review of the local delay with just two local delays. I do one, and of course my colleague will run with the other one. The Independent newspaper is our first stop this morning on the newsstand for 40 Liberian dollars. The front page of the Independent into Liberia's official debt statistics. IMF falls US to include uh, force us, that is, force us to borrow 300 million. We're saying there's something very big, Samuel Toy. The former finance minister is saying IMF force us to include borrow US 300 million. Samuel Toy makes telling revelations. Where is Samuel Toy? That's the big question people will be asking. Well, despite all of this, where is Samuel Toy? D Toy is captured here on the front page of the Independent. Grab a copy and read the rest of the story. Still on the front page of the Independent for his government's action. Boycott shows commitment. Well, I'm seeing representative of District 7 Nima County, Musa Hassan Belati is captured here on the front page of the Independent. Boycott shows commitment. Musa Belati is on the front page of the Independent. Let's go to the back page and see what the back page have. The back page features the U.S. ambassador, Mike Turner, and of course, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Sarah Bell. Liberia's welcome U.S. new ambassador. It's on the back page of the Independent. The foreign minister is captured here on the back page. Grab a copy and read the rest of the story this.
Yeah, so let's get the New Republic newspaper. It's the next paper here. Are the banner headlines: Stern warning to protesters. Breach of peace will not be tolerated. Police warns. I'm seeing Gregory Coleman with police officers in a what I should call it, protective gears, right on the photograph on the front page of the New Republic newspaper here. Police officer kills another citizen. Police argue terms it senseless killing. Well, again, Gregory Coleman. Let us go to the back page. The back page of the New Republic newspaper. Margibian must leave Margibian University. Who's saying that? I'm seeing ex-acting president appeals to President Boakai. Say Margibian must lead Margibian University. Where is a call there to the president? Tourism sector key to achieving arrest agenda, says Deputy Minister. Who is that Deputy Minister? Grab a copy of the New Republic newspaper for 50 Liberian dollars and read the details in this story. FSR 6 master's degree accreditation. Well, that's another story there. You can grab academic activities resume at Lofa University. It's another story on the back page of the New Republic newspaper.
Yes, so far so good. That's all of the papers we have in our possession. I don't know what's happening this morning, but Samuel Dim and Alfonso 12, thank you so much. This morning, right here, the show is brought to you by Orange Liberia and, of course, Echo Bank Liberia. is proud to present the Truth Breakfast Show. Yes, of course, keep banking. Put your money where your mouth is. Continue banking with EcoBank. Enjoy all of the great services from the Pan African Bank, Orange, Liberia. It's increasing day by day. Our network um, to countries around Africa. I mean the sub-region. Yes. Those of you along the Liberia Guinea border, you've been experiencing some great improvement from Orange, Liberia. Keep enjoying the service. Yes, this morning we want to celebrate a Liberian. Too much politics have gone. On the other hand, let's celebrate this guy. The Paris Olympic. I don't know how many of you watching. We have two African teams already into the semifinals. We have Morocco and Egypt. Yes, but these guys are flying the flag of our beloved country. Yes, Joseph Famule have qualified for the 200 meters. Yes,
That's great.
yes, congratulations. If Richard can play it back, another guy called Matadi too is another Liberian there running the 100 meter. Let's jam the social media, bro. Facebook. This is Matadi as well. All right. Joseph Famula, hitting up to the 200. Look. If you follow the Paris Olympic, you know that to wear your country flag, Marka, is something very. I think about this country. Look, let's jam the social media and celebrate this Liberian guy. Joseph Famula, he clocked 20.20 seconds, 20 minutes, 20 seconds. You know what it takes? More than 50 athletes running, and he came one. You see, Liberia, Italy, South Africa, France, Switzerland, Ivory Coast, Austria, all falling behind Liberia. He's top, and look at him, the seconds here. Yeah, 20 minutes, 20 seconds. The rest of them just clocking. So the race was so tight.
Yeah.
Yes, very, very tight. 200 meters. Yes, I mean, let's celebrate this guy. This is a Liberian right here, wearing our flag. Richard, go back to it. Look at the badge. What he's carrying, like, is he on his chest? That's a flag of Liberia. He's not flying the U.S. flag, not on the Ivory Coast flag. I mean, he have a Liberian flag attached to him. Let's celebrate him. Thank you so much for putting us there. So people will know say the country not because of that war country there.
Yeah.
Any good thing come from that, right?
Yes, good things can come from one is Joseph Famula.
Yeah.
And Matadi is also doing his best there. So want to congratulate them. They're doing extremely well and raising the Liberian flag amongst the Committee of Nations at the Olympics.
Okay.
We want to appreciate them and congratulate them, wish them all the best. I will hope that they can get gold. Yeah.
Yes, we hope you hit the goal, right? But again, and what's the Minister of Youth and Sports? Cole Bangalore, right?
Yes.
Cole Bangalore, Andy Kwemin, they had a live conversation with President Marka. He spoke to the team in the president's office. There's a live video call. Was it on a Friday or actually it was on a Saturday? The president placed in a call, a virtual call, and all of the members who representing the country spoke of the president individually. And he thanked them, says, continue to fly our flag out there in a proud mode. Be proud to be a Liberian if you're holding a Liberian passport. Look into your passport, say, yeah, you're a Liberian citizen. I mean, congratulations, Joseph. I think he's qualified for the final on Sunday. I want to wish you all the best. All the best. Yes. The TBS. Let's talk about the foreign minister. Yes. We all know Sarah Bassolo-Yanti. We spoke about her political party, right?
Yeah.
Having served at the United Nations, having a dream that, yes, was Liberia ready for another female president? The country said no. Those of you who don't know much about Sarah Bassolo-Yanti, the foreign minister. After the political party, the African Liberation League, didn't make it up to the second round of our elections. He decided to say, let's do a protect your vote. She just came down from the space. I mean, if John Wiyaku won the election, probably you could look in a way to. Same thing that like President Joseph Boyka did. She said, well, this is good for our country. Let's come up with something we call protect your vote. That's what Sarah Bassolo did. And before confirmation, there were just few, not in the many, not in the majority, doubted her ability of performing. Yesterday, she welcomed the U.S. ambassador, Mark Turner. Yes, to Liberia. You know, the Sachi affairs have been acting since Michael McCarthy have said goodbye to that embassy. You got some details on it, right?
Yes,
You
just
want
his
you
profile
want
over
yeah,
years.
your profile Max Shirley.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the minister designate on behalf of the president, the foreign minister, Sarah Besselo, on behalf of President Joseph Boykai, have a diplomatic meeting strengthening the Liberia-US relation. Those issues discuss issue relating to human rights, climate change, democracy, and of course, good governance, pledging the bilateral relationship between Liberia and the great United States of America. I want to say good morning, welcome back, welcome to the new
Assignment.
assignment. The first, I mean, the outgone, the gone Michael McCarthy, U.S. ambassador. I mean,
That one of the vocal
that man,
ambassadors we
that
have had
guy,
in recent,
into our
years.
politics was not something easy. Yes, yes. He played basketball with George Weah. The next week,
Sanction.
Sancho. The following week, played table tennis. The next week, what would Joseph Jingin Rowell say about Liberia? Mac, welcome to our country. Yeah, let's see some profile.
Yeah,
from
so
Mac.
Mark C. Turner, Ambassador Mark C. Turner arrived in Monrovia on August 2, actually. He's a career member of the Senior Foreign Service class of Minister Counselor. Most recently, he served as the Acting Assistant Secretary for the Bureau of Global Public Affairs. Prior to that, he was Minister Counselor for Public Diplomacy at the U.S. Embassy in Paris, France. Previously, Ambassador Turner was the Department of State's Senior Advisor for the Commission on Security and Cooperation in Europe, Washington, D.C. He also served as the State Department's Deputy Spokesperson and Acting Spokesperson under 3 successive Secretaries of State and as the Deputy Assistant Secretary in the State Department's Bureau of European and Eurasian Affairs. Among Ambassador Turner's previous assignments, he served as spokesperson for the U.S. mission to NATO, senior watch officer in the Department of State's Emergency Operations Center, and as a Pearson Fellow on the Senate Foreign Relations Committee. Prior to joining the Foreign Service, he spent 3 years as a Peace Corps volunteer in Liberia, West Africa. Oh, okay, he been here. Yes, in Liberia.
Okay.
The Peace Corps thing. Ambassador Turner earned his BA degree from the University of Notre Dame and his MA or Master of Art degree from the Industrial College of the Armed Forces in Washington, D.C. He is the recipient of multiple State Department Performance Awards and speaks French and Polish. He is married and has 4 daughters. So,
Okay.
Ambassador, you brought them?
Not an issue. That U.S. Liberia relation.
That a relation.
That a relation
We
right
need
there.
to cement that relation.
Yes, a well cemented one.
Exactly.
Yes, Mac, we want to say welcome.
But I want to say welcome to you, Ambassador, and we are aware Liberia and the U.S. have a long-standing relationship, and we can feel free to say a special relationship.
Okay.
I don't know whether others want to criticize it, but it's a special relationship. We all know about that. During the World Wars, Liberia and the U.S. relations were very tight, and we know the kind of friendship we have shared over the period of time. In fact, it has included family ties. You know, there is almost, in fact, nearly 98% of Liberian families have a member abroad, especially in the U.S.
Sure.
So this kind of relationship is like a family relationship. We want to welcome the new ambassador, take charge and do the very best. And we want you to honor your regime. Yesterday we had former Senator Dan Marias here yesterday. He mentioned something. He acknowledged the contribution of the United States to Liberia and said, well, they have done their part, but what they have not done is they have not invested much in infrastructure. Yes. So they invest in peace and democracy, they invest in human rights, they invest in different programs, but they invest in infrastructure to say, well, the road you're seeing going so was done by the U.S. government, or this huge government facility was done by the U.S. government. He said, well, these are some of the things that are lacking, but when it comes to other countries, you can point out it. This is what China did, for example. This is what Japan did, for example. So, Ambassador Turner, we believe that Liberians should be able to sit with the government of the US and say, well, can we direct this support in this sector?
Yeah.
So we hope that you'll be that ambassador who will listen to us and relate our wishes and desires to Washington.
Great.
We hope you can do that.
Washington that is expecting election in November.
Yes. We want to be pointing at
Either
things.
either to Kamala Harris
And you understand?
or Donald Trump.
Yes, we want to be pointing at things to say, yes, this structure was built by the US government. We want to be doing that.
So
Thank you. That's a new direction. That's how we want a relationship to be.
the ambassador Tito.
Yeah, ambassador, this is how we want the relationship to be now.
Yes, Minister Sarah Bessel, thank you so much for representing us well. And of course, this Bureau of Concession, I mean, we'll have to review this document very well. I mean, the report, understand, then tenure expires on the 20th of this month. The current head of the National Bureau of Concession, his tenure expires on August 20th. So let's give it a space out, because we have seen this report is an internal report. Yes, the internal auditor. I'm seeing one Patrick Attal who did a full audit of the Bureau of Concession, highlighting less workers going to work, take salary. I mean, there are so many things to look at within that report. Let's give it a space. We'll look at what is happening of the National Bureau of Concession. Yeah, so Marka, before we do, I think Henry Costa wants to call in.
Okay.
Yeah, today is his birthday.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me do that. Since we deal with Tevon Gongolo.
Sure.
Yeah. So let's pick all political commentator Henry Costa. Pedro.
Pedro say,
Yeah.
you're not doing too much commentary this time.
Yes, Pedro is listening to O'Neill and Marka, so he would love to call him on his birthday. Yes, folks, we have one of the birth celebrant who celebrates along with the First Lady, along with Tevon Gongo. Yeah, Tevon making mention of from Henry Costa. So we have Henry Costa live on his birthday. Costa, good morning. Welcome to the Truth Breakfast Show. How you doing this morning? Yeah. So yeah. Just hold on. Sorry, I'm not getting you. So let's do this. Yes. Good morning, Heron. Good morning. Welcome to the TBS. How you doing this morning?
Good morning, O'Neill, and thank you for having me. Thank you so much. Good morning to your audience.
Great. Yes. According to Councilor Tevon Gongo, and he couldn't do all mentioning you. How do you feel on your birthday?
Well, I'm grateful to God Almighty for sparing my life to see another year, my 42nd chapter in this life, and very grateful. And I want to also use the opportunity to wish a very happy birthday to Councilor Tevon Gongolo, a man for whom I have a great deal of admiration and respect. Of course, the First Lady, Madam Katumo Boakai, will have the same birthday as well. I wish her all the best on her birthday. And everybody else who celebrates on August 6th, I wish you the exact same sentiments.
That is great. Henry Costa at 42. What side of Costa do we expect to see beginning at the age of 42?
Well, they say life begins at 40, and I clocked 42 years ago, so I really do believe that saying.
Mm-hmm.
You begin to see the word in a different way, much more maturity. You do more sober reflection. You see an increased emotional intelligence. And basically, I would say a different version of Henry Costa is what you would encounter today. Much calmer, much more sober, and much more mature. Yes.
Okay.
Not a critical talking Henry Costa, political commentator, popularly known.
Well, I have taken a step back from political commentary. I'm not coming back to advocacy as we know it, as I did it for 12 years.
Okay.
I think at this stage in my life, I've moved on to something else. I still want to contribute to my country, but not in that way. I salute what you guys do, but I've done enough. 12 years. It's enough for me to move on to something else now.
Great. So I mean, you remember a very popular guy on the social media everywhere that turn. You burned that everywhere. Costa in less than 54 minutes. This post you had, You go 1.4K. I mean, Liberia still celebrate you, man.
Well, O'Neill, it's, I'm humbled by that. Truly am. I just give God the glory for that. That people still remember us and still celebrate us. Yes, some people may have the disagreements with us. It's understandable. The election period was toxic, as you guys know it. You
Mhm.
guys play a critical role yourselves.
Mhm.
But grateful for honor.
Check it out. Henry, are you there?
Network.
Even if they disagree with you.
Mhm.
So I'm humbled. I still see you in a positive, very humble.
Yeah, so let me ask you this question on your birthday, Henry. You have been in a very close relationship with now President Boakai, even though during the election, you mentioned recently that you don't really want to go back to some of the things that happened during the election. But my question is just about whether after the election you being able to reach out to the president, whether he's being able to reach out to you. What kind of relationship do you have with the current president now? Uh, Henry, are you there?
Network.
Please. Hello.
Was not expected, because of everything that happened during the elections. We don't want to talk about as you, but we're moving forward. I mean, as I've said on Senator Dillon's podcast, I said on his podcast the other day, the president and I are mending fences. Yes.
Okay.
But do not expect me to be back in his orbit as I once was, or his inner circle. This would be easily understood. But the president and I are in communications. At the appointed time when he's ready, we'll have a sit down. But of course, you will not see me in the government because I have no desire to be in the government.
Okay.
I just wish to remain in a private space and do what I can do to contribute to my country, as you guys are doing as well.
Leaving active politics, leaving political commentary. So, what will Costa be doing?
Well, there are many other things people can do, guys. It's not like I was born to do this.
Maybe the hundreds of thousands of fans. I remember one time you went live. You went.
I will come back to politics in 2026. I will come back.
2026. You come back in 2026.
Yeah, by 2026.
Okay.
Politics in 2026.
Okay.
On commentary, not political commentary, not advocacy.
Okay.
So now I want to focus on business and philanthropy. Those are the things I want to do now. Business. I want to make an impact. I want people to say that guy who is a top man. The other company go. I want to make a real impact in terms of economic development, economic empowerment.
That's great.
That's what I'm trying to do, guys.
All right, before we take leave of you, any plan for today? I keep hearing Tiago Gongolo Councilor Gongolo keep mentioning you. Any plan for today?
Somebody trying to call or what?
Pedro? Yes, I'm asking any form of plan for today.
Nothing special. I asked them when people come this morning, and then they brought me a big a birthday cake, and they played some, the band played, and they made speeches, and there's outside there. So nothing special. I'm just spending like a regular day. Thankful to God for sparing my life, and that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing special.
What's your final words? I take leave of you this morning.
You've made it special by reaching out to me. I really appreciate. Thank you so much.
Okay. Great. Thank you so much. Yes, the voice of Heron Pedro Costa. This is the TBS.
Yes, Pedro is out of political commentary. He's out of active politics.
Back in 2026.
2026. So I am believing that since in fact when he returns in 2026, he will not be doing commentary or political advocacy. That means he will be a direct player.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's see, 2026.
Yeah.
What happens, right?
Exactly.
Let's flip the lines open up. It's about 29 minutes up to 9
So,
o'clock.
yeah, just before we do
Mhm.
that, let me do this on you, please. Let's remind our colleagues that
Birthday.
about activities around children's.
Okay, yes, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so again, we are still, mourning our friend and brother Trojan, but funeral arrangements for the late journalist Molly Trojan Kiazulu, the Friday, August 9, 2024, at 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. quiet hour at St. Moses Funeral Parlor. Again, the same Friday at 8:30 p.m. wakekeeping at Destiny Entertainment on the Capitol Bypass. Tributes will be paid at the wakekeeping. And Saturday, August 10, at 8 in the morning, the body will be removed from St. Moses Funeral Parlor for the funeral service at 10 a.m. at the Church of Jesus Christ Latter Day Saints, Island Clinic Branch, St. Paul Bridge. The burial follows at the Breville Cemetery, Breville Center Street in Breville. So the late journalist Molly Trojan Kazulu is survived by his wife, Mema Maureen Pee Wee Kazulu, mother and two children. So for direction and inquiries, you can call this is the WhatsApp number plus 231-886-119930 plus 231-886-119930 for call 0775 222 0775 222 Yes, at least I thought to do this, and we'll do that until yesterday.
Yes, very important. Yes, let's give our friend and brother a befitting burial.
Yes, sure.
Great. This is the TBS, and of course, that CTM thing. I think we'll also look at it on tomorrow.
Yeah.
But there's a bad agreement. We don't want our lawmakers extending that CTM agreement at the National Port Authority. It makes no benefit. Today, we're seeing the port in Guinea is more effective than our port here. People are shipping through Guinea because it's less expensive. What is CTM doing? CTM is no good for us. So we'll find some time and talk about that bad agreement. The contract should not be extended. The CTM and of course the National Bureau of Concession, the report will definitely bring it out within this week. Yes. Let's get the lines activated. This is the TBS. Happy birthday to the first lady.
Yeah.
Manakatomo Boykai, happy birthday. Tewon Gongolo, Heron Costa.
Yeah, everything we've talked about this morning and many more right here on the TBS. Maybe can somebody want to comment and maybe congratulate Costa for
That's it.
Yeah, if you want to mention, fine. But it is great. I think personally for me, I think like Henry mentioned, at a certain point in time, you have to think deeper and move on in certain ways. But I think, in my opinion, this is the right way to go. Yes, keep quiet. Everything that happened in the election has come and gone. Contact everybody. You are all friends. We are all Liberians. We move on. I mean,
Let's move
in
on.
campaign time and politics, all of these things will happen. But after that, we move as a people.
And that's what make the president as a leader.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's
Start
make
to talk
him
to some of these young people
Yes. Go back.
who are your children. So
Disagree with you.
You can turn your back on them.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Great. Something back up. Oh my God. Yeah. So now I'm gonna forget something, man. Yeah. Something. Yeah. Yellow. Hold on. Something was playing. I wanted to say something. Anyway. Yes. Let's pick some calls up.
Yeah.
Announce the female line.
The female line 0770-202579. The female line 0770-202579.
Yes.
The number. No man should call this number.
And the man line, the one you should call, you the man, 0777-285-961. Okay, what I want to announce, at 9:15 this morning, 9:20, we'll play an interview with Dr. Steven Zeppes. Yes.
Okay.
He was here just with the Liberia Independence Day celebration, met with President Boyka. Yeah, it's a good news for our education sector. Only people within education will pick it up. Then the Ministry of Finance. Finance Ministry, please, we're appealing to you. Their students now will not enter in this coming semester because why? That MOE scholarship, they have arrears. The arrears have not been settled. So we want to appeal to the Ministry of Finance. Acting Finance Minister is Anthony, what's
No, Myers.
Myers.
Yeah, Myers.
Yeah, Myers, if you perform, you hear me final minister. I mean, yeah. So, Mr. Myers want to appeal to you. The MOE scholarships. Since May of this year, what I learned, I mean, they have submitted the bills and still on the decks of the controller. So students in huge numbers mix out this semester. Those who on the MOE scholarship want to appeal. Please, let's get the lines activated. We'll have Lawrence Yellow, our first male caller on the line.
Yes.
Accountability Lab. Good morning to you. That's how I'm referring to you.
Good morning, good morning, Marka. I think today is one of the days that like most need to understand the three types of emotions. As you grow older, one of them, which is the emotional intelligence, that intelligence increases. That's why Henry was just talking about. I want to say happy birthday to Trust Day, to Councilor Government here celebrating. But I think one thing that we all need to understand is that contributing to the country, you don't need to be a politician to contribute. You don't need to be in a political space to contribute. Whatever space you do yourself, make yourself benefit to this country now and community. But I want to also say to the media community, for me it's a big, heavy health issue with children. I think encouraging another thing as well can also be at these activities. Children was not just a journalist, he was one of the funniest children. And, in some of the things that most talented people and just say thank you. Because when we die, it's like we have all of the things that we've done in this country. But gentlemen, you guys are doing well. Hope that between now and Friday, we ourselves can also maybe just have a slip.
Well, all right.
What you continue to do. Will not be
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you, Lawrence Yellow.
Again, the female line.
Yes.
0770-202579.
Yes.
Yes.
The male line. Please call the number we're announcing, man.
Yeah.
777-285-961. For the male line. Let's take male call. Not female yet. Good morning.
good morning, and listen, good morning to Marka. Let me tell establish my observation. Since you hit me a female now, I think the more priority than I thought you do 1.2, 1.4. But quickly to the issue
Man, we're balancing them, man. Yeah, man.
I think getting more priority, but let me appreciate the argument yesterday. Why they should have people had the right to gather. But we also have right to move around. So if you want to gather, you should don't also stop us from going around. Because we believe that everybody have equal right. So the idea in your area yesterday that to compare and protect those who want to be protesters or former EPF to delete EPF to the face. I said, not demonstrate or not demonstrate to them. But I think we should also priority our own peace and the freedom of movement. Thank you. Have a lovely day.
Thank you. Yes. Announce the female line again.
Yes. 0770-202-579 for female.
Yeah, female. Don't be afraid. The guy's trying to make you afraid not to call. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
They're trying to make you afraid not to call. Good morning.
Good morning, Neil. Good morning, Marka David.
Morning.
I'm Nelson Goa and I join you from the Calvary Bible.
Go ahead.
Let me first of all thank you guys for your contribution towards our nation and the people. Every morning we admire you. I want to wish Miss Rebecca a happy birthday. I wish her well. May the Lord bless her, give her long life as she join her husband to lead our nation. May the Lord Almighty bless her. Secondly, I want to speak to the reporter yesterday. I think EPS officers should be professional guys are trained to protect the fresh family. So to go on the street to demonstrate and link themselves with the CDC, they were wrong in the process. Because in the past, they say EPS guys They took money from the CDC, the government took money from there. They did not benefit from that money. So that project was being done.
You mean the one that linked with trucker rappers not getting that benefit?
Yeah. All of them know in this country, they put money, they did not get a benefit. So for these guys now to be incited to come on the street, to disrupt, they want to disrupt our peace process when they show them nobody with the peace process of our country. We have suffered a lot and we're waiting to benefit from this. So fellow Liberia would like to tell everybody, love Liberia, peace for that order, or make sure to build our country together. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's go to the female line. Good morning. Morning.
You know, I listening to so many countries. I will tell you say it's a constitutional right of their own free and protest their lives and say our constitutional right to move freely. So you can't stop all people freedom of movement. The police didn't wear it yesterday because I mean, our education was different yesterday. But the first time I thought I would get shot only for the police, they are no government. They are nobody.
Yeah, brother.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, madam.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay, no.
Noah, I knew it earlier there.
Mm-hmm.
Noah, thank you. Like yesterday, I was saying, I want to repeat myself, right? Audit is not a bad thing. Don't see audit as a witch hunting. Not everyone in the CDC stole. So, and people still use the CDC to hide and say, those of you in the party, you should kick against it. Audit is not a bad thing. That party was that formed for stealing? No, CDC took leadership. Not everyone in the CDC stole. So, audit, even the United Party. So individual must bear that consequences they have committed over the period of time. Don't hire on the political party to buy sentiment for the party or that wish hunt. I mean, let's get
Yes,
more
the
calls.
female line 0770202579 0770202579. Let me see what this is.
Yeah. Answer that female call.
Female call. Good morning. Morning. Okay.
We all know that run up on him. The money inside anybody that we didn't even educate. All the years he said what a vocational training he gave to those people.
They both got vocational training center to the party headquarters.
Yes. That what is the next thing now? What is it they doing? He will not do that thing. President of he finished with the power. That is this Waka and group. That is this other student for the ex-president you see Haribor, any new talk, you don't see any ex-president of the day or the year is to say that if we are working with Eddie Jordan, man, the House of Representatives and Senator were working there. Why is it that we have where it to everyone of them still working in the government? Like record to their tempest. We are not today here, we tired suffering. My people will tired suffering. That is people see on there will see what the government will bring. They don't bring anything good, they will always put more there in king. But that is the country, that will suffer as well.
Okay.
That breed blue court.
Amen.
Thank you, ma.
Thank you, ma.
Thank you, ma.
And very emotional.
And again, Marka, let me just remind Liberians, audit is not something bad. Audit is a good thing. People shouldn't hire, I repeat, people shouldn't hire on a political party to protect themselves. Sure. Not everyone in the CDC stole.
Yes.
Or in the Unity Party stole.
Exactly.
Yes.
Good morning, the female line.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, I want to appreciate you guys at least for giving us the best news in Liberia. Yeah, I want to say happy birthday to Mr. Tiawono and Tiawono Gumulo and that of Henry Costa. I guess you know the truth now. This time around, The Liberians don't believe in plenty talking. We believe in action now.
Okay.
So you make the best decision by 2026. You are going to put your action in company and other things that we can see, because we don't want to give our country to people who are not responsible. Because when we put it there, you be talking plenty. So I want for all leaders to sit down and make an impact that will give our country. You are going to make a good decision, not to be talking. You will be talking until you forget about some action you need to make in Nigeria.
Thank you.
And equally so, I want to tell the American government, at least by sending new ambassador in our country, at least this ambassador are going to understand the Liberian people, how to work with them. And to my leaders, you need to take still reference in your neck now to tell them what to do. And not everything they will say, I say, yes, sir. I need to take the American government what to do for our country so that we all can live happily in this nation.
Thank you. I let it pass. I think it's still wrong in a neck.
Yeah. I knew a charger in here. Anyway, let's go to the middle line now. There are many folks. If your platform will call some names in the past CDC government that you can even put corruption around. Yes, so let other go ahead, man. Good morning.
Go ahead.
Morning, you live. Go ahead.
I'm gentleman here. I'm calling from Johnsonville. I congratulate you people this morning for this topic that you do have. These guys who they said about EPF. And are we saying that they were to the CDC compound or where?
They were around there.
So somewhere around.
Somewhere around there.
The men were infected because I heard Koji talking this morning. We replied to them. And these people, they don't have, I don't know whether they have idea. They know what CDC did in the past. This time around, they say that they are right. Yeah, everybody has rights. You got the right to get on the street with the concern of the justice ministry. But people don't know when you are there, you need to be guarded. And let me tell CDC, once they had that compound, the government exists. Government got to guard them when they are guarded together. Government need to protect them in case of anything, then they will take the key of it. So they can't say they shouldn't enter there. They mean they are different motives that they deal with. Because the government can protect you during your gathering. When you say government security should not be around, then you got something under your sleeve. So let them desist from that. Let them take out one away. CDC secretary and the chairman told me this morning. Let them take that from their mind. Wheresoever they gather, they need security protection.
All right. Thank you. Oh, thank you. And I want to say this. I mean, some of you listening now, we're not making the case for unity party or whatsoever it is, right? We still have some issue with the police, don't we? We do. We do have issue with the police. And this issue we have with the police, if I'll talk about it every day, yes. Very common, retiring, people at that age, they have not clocked the age yet, is violating. We do have an issue. So, but our role as a media is to protect the state. The interest of the country comes first. That's why we say in the midst of all country first. Do we support audit? Yes. If you look at this integrity institution, who appointed them? The CDC government. Look at, for example, the LACC. Council Alexandria was appointed from what? The former administration, right? Go to the PPCC. Scott Johnson. Appointment came from who? They are staying in position, right? The CDC. The GSC, Jackson Joshua, who appointed him? The same CDC. So what the reports are coming from? They are still coming from what? Government's continuity. Don't honor the political. Look, there are a lot of good guys in the Congress for Democratic Change, in case you don't know. who didn't put their hands in the cookies jar. So you cannot buy public sentiment and hide on the political party, even within the previous Unity Party government. And the president, I mean, we welcome him today. Jefferson Camo have been built. He's not in prison, but the fact of the matter, he's facing the justice system. That's what we want as a country. Don't run away from the justice system. Those of you defending Twe, your territory to come in. He's not above the law. Let him turn himself over and face the justice system. With the police present at the CDC, do you know why the police came so close to the Congress for Democratic Change in policing? They received something what they call the tip. There was an audio, you have that in your possession, right? That's one of the main reason you saw the police so close at where the Congress for Democratic Change headquarters, because on Fridays, on Saturday, there were a lot of phone calls, and the police had them in their possession, so they had to take precaution because they are there to protect life and property. Then on the police issue, do we have problem with the police? I still have problem with the police. Gregory is putting down retiring people who have not met the age yet. We still have a problem with it. Professional police officers going home. The package not ready yet. Gregory sending them home. So I mean, like Brent,
Yeah, so I agree with you on the part that the police had all right. I believe the police had the right to be around the CDC headquarters. Why am I saying that? Because we also received tips that even the meeting that led to the planned action yesterday took place on August 1 at the CDC headquarters.
yes.
So you understand?
So they have right.
So if there is where this whole thing about ex-EPS or dismissed EPS officers protesting or marching was planned, then obviously if there was anything like march or protest, there were going to start. So obviously you expect the police to be there.
Of course.
So the police inspector general was not wrong to deploy people around the CDC headquarters. So if you receive tips that people want to march and the meeting they had was at that particular location,
yes.
So where do you expect the police?
And you listen to the audio in your possession, right?
Yes, absolutely.
You're listening.
Yeah. So I mean, the police were right to deploy over there. And some of our, the broadcasts we do, what I noticed is that almost 90% or 80% of the journalists in Liberia now are very young people. Most of the veterans who even cover, the period of time that was bad, most of them are not in active practice. Some are retired, some are, late. So we the young people, most of us, are just in our early 30s. Some are just 29, 28, and don't have much experience on the past. You understand? We don't have much experience on the past. And some of them that are even though some of our police, some of them were in Ivory Coast, like for me, or even in Ivory Coast at some point in time. Some of them were in Ghana, some of them were in different places, and all of us came back later.
Okay.
So we don't have the practical experience of what happened in Liberia. I'm saying this from my heart this morning. Some of us don't have the practical experience of what happened in this country. That's why when they talk about protests, when you hear some of the elders, when they call, they will send words of caution to the young people. Some of you did not experience anything. As for us journalists, we believe we should guard the peace of the country. We cannot be the one to go on air and be
inciting
statements.
The people.
Inciting people. Really insults at the police, really insults at the leaders of the country, including the president. I think this is not journalism. Nobody is perfect, but that is not journalism.
No.
You can't be a journalist and be trying hard to put your country into chaos.
It's not possible.
You can't be a journalist and be fighting hard to bring trouble to your people. Journalists, we are advocates. We advocate for the betterment of society. How then can our work be the one to cause chaos for our country? We cannot do that.
Gatekeeper of the society.
Yes.
Member of the fourth estate.
Yeah.
That's what we are.
Some of the young, then in 2000, 1999 born journalists don't know much about what actually happened in this country.
Marka,
so you can go on air and be making statements that will incite people to bring violence in the country.
Very well.
You can't do that.
Even at that. We said the police was right, and again I want to say the police was right because the police received a tip. NYPD, maybe our police in New York, or LAPD in Lakers, in Los Angeles, will have a sensible audio. What you expect them to do? I mean, let's analyze it now. You expect them to build up from there because there was a planned meeting. But don't we have problem with the police on the other hand? We do, and that's what we're saying. We're still saying Gregory should rethink his decision.
The police have the right, because
Yeah.
even if you watch some of the videos from around the CDC headquarters, you notice that people who were exchanging words with the police, how they quote unquote dismiss EPS people. They were ordinary partisans of the CDC. I have a couple of the videos with me here. So young people, I think we should be fighting for our future. Some of the people who are indicted, for whom you are standing in the street today to exchange words with the police, these people are very comfortable. Let me let you know. These people are very comfortable. You see, for example, the chairman Jangako is very comfortable. The secretary general,
In terms, okay.
the secretary general, Javatin Koji, is very comfortable.
And the SG said something I laugh about
And I
it.
tell you, comfortable. Those people get money, they get property, they get things. They both can get in play and move from here just this minute.
So
You don't have that leverage, my brother.
So the SG went for him. Koji said, why two persons from the scene never will ask question? Two Spoon FM or Spoon TV journalists ask question. He said that corruption. And you are serious about it? Oh? No, this is corruption. Two from the same station asking question. That's corruption.
Well, what is corruption? Yeah, so
No,
my young
I'm just
people,
joking about that.
this is a word of caution to all of us young people. We did not see the pressure happening in this country
Some of you are not in power.
20 years ago.
Some of you are not in power. And we'll send the thing to the United Party when the time comes, right?
Some of these
Yeah.
we would say it.
So
and-
United
and
Party,
we
you are
said
not
it
in
before.
power. You are now in power.
We said it before. We said it before, and we'll say it again. That these people you are protecting today because they say, oh, this person is indicted. Look, indictment is not conviction. That's not conviction.
Marka, let me give you an example. Well, there was an accident before the election with Samuel Tour, right? On that was it Alpha Highway. More than 5-6 vehicles were involved in the accident. The rest of them was taken to the JFK where Tour in Turkey, going for medication. You seeing it? Look, I want you to think about this, right? The differences between you and people who government feels that they do have problem. The issue of audit, the issue of indictment, it doesn't mean the crime have coming down on your neck in full. Let the justice system work, my people. People shouldn't hire under the Congress. Look, there are a lot of good guys within the CDC. Yes, I'm still saying it. Even the past United Party, but don't hire under the political party. 12 was in that accident, Marka. What happened? He went to Turkey. The rest of them was taken to JFK. Between you there. But these are people who want you, you know, some of them are wrong messengers. Like
You know-
Akara's great, for example, right?
Yes. Only
When I see Akara's post, it can carry my BP up.
yeah.
Yes, anytime I see Akara posting,
I-
that element of CDC when they talk, I say yes.
I feel
I
bad.
still want to listen to the
I
CDC.
feel bad when in 2018, when they were listing under the tree there, people put their name down. At the end of the day, some of them just visited our party headquarters forever until CDC left power.
Yeah, man.
Today, you want these very same people to come and be telling you, say, you cannot go there, you cannot go, you're joining the street, anything to do, you're throw rock. You kidding me? You want to believe you as a young person? Is that what you're supposed to be doing? 6 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago,
So many people never empower you.
what kind of positive instruction did you get from them? These people were enjoying. Even President Weah was angry with some of them that they were never relating to you anymore.
Yes.
They were the cause that the CDC got huge criticism that led to their defeat in the 2023 elections. But still, you want for people to come. Akara's great to come and tell me, Marka, leave your house from where you live.
and come
Now go to
protest.
CDC headquarters.
And go
When
protest.
police come and that show now rock.
Yeah.
Marka Davis will do that.
You must be crazy.
And no young man, no young person in Liberia should do that.
And let's balance this. Before like Brent feel like we're making the case for Unity Party. No. The country tells our young folks. When your government or your political parties are in leadership, they are there to empower you. Some of you will never empower. You know what? Only $20, $10 when you see them like an earthly god, right? What happened at the Unity Party headquarters?
When they have national
Some
event.
people had issue with Amos 12, right? They felt that 12 Amos was not relating to them. Yes. So when you in position, you not empower your partisans. Then tomorrow you want them to buy into. Look, we gotta think, man.
That better go.
That's the thing, man.
That better go look for a vocational school. Go learn some kind of
Empower
skills,
yourself.
and go sit down to party headquarters. Whether Unity Party or LPP or
Yeah.
any kind of party headquarters. Young people, election campaign finish, go and focus on something. Let's focus on something that we can contribute not only to Liberia but to our little families. To our little families. And stop political leaders be calling us, say, now go to the party headquarters when they can't dare do. No, don't do that to yourself. These people were lawmakers, some for 12 years, some were ministers. What did they do? They were eating lobsters and posting the pictures on social media.
Oh,
Some of you were hungry. The photos are around here. That you the one again they come and use for another state here,
yeah.
so that they can use you as bridge
Like
to cross to power again.
party loyalty.
This yeah, party loyalty,
Like
that's one.
loyalty.
But even this very unity party, when they go wrong, we will say it. There are a lot of things they've been doing, we've been saying it over the period of time. But for you as us ordinary young people, for some body who just came from power with good money, some of them never have house today, they get buildings all across the country.
Back to-
can't tell you say some of the things that you're doing your army yourself.
Back-
when you come travel, I don't think that people going for the children and not get anything.
Back to Amos 12.
Just stop it, man.
The SG of this Unity Party.
Stop
When
it.
the noise came heavily on Amos 12, I'm saying this out. Well, guess what? Amos brought most of the guys in the system on LPRC today. Well, yes, that's a fact.
Mhm.
Eh? He brought most of them. And some of you are in the CDC. Do you know some seditions? Close friends of Amos 12 are working within at the LPRC. Like, what's the guy to small arms? Used to be with a small arm before. Great Spring. You call his name, man. Something, man. He contested him, man, give it there. There are others. Look, Liberia, we have to be very careful as to do things. I will call him the Maxwell Grisbury. Grisbury is at the LPRC there. How many of you know it? He was hard and flesh within the CDC. Look, you should take time. People should not be using people for no reason. Oh, yeah, you know Grisbury?
Yeah.
Grisbury is a senior consultant in LPRC there. I mean, who's saying that? He was small arm boss. There are others from the CDC, some of them still within the same Unity Party because this country is a very small country.
But sometimes you listen to some of the key players, you take cue from there. Like, for example, you listen to Henry Costa just call on the radio right now
Yeah.
and spoke clearly as a mature young man, telling you that whatever happens in the election, leave in the past, hoping that the government succeeds and that Liberia will become better for everybody. I mean, it's the wish of all Liberians. But for people to believe that they're just supposed to be in power, look, seditions, and I respect that party because it is a strong institution. We respect the CDC. With no disrespect, we have some respect for the CDC. But for you to make it look like you're supposed to be in power by all costs, no.
Mhm. For me, I would like to see
Democracy.
Marka, sincerely,
You even get the current administration some kind of 2 years, you relax, you go
and
test
see.
basis, prepare, and come back. Suppose you start doing all the shakara thing, throwing people will say they move out of trouble, so we're not bringing them back.
For
So
me-
y'all go plan better.
For me, I like to see Janga Cole talking within the CDC. I think it's a fresh face. Yeah. I still like to see Jefferson Koji speaking.
I have problem with his statement yesterday. His statement cross red line,
No one,
teacher, red line. all of these
no
things.
one me speaking, but for Akara's own, no. Akara's left this country. Liberians will never forget what he did. That money he spent in Paris. That money, they could have better a lot of catering
The
centers.
man who left District 8 and went to Paris to get buried. That the man
Yeah.
will tell me, say that go to party
Go
headquarters,
protest.
go stand in front of the police people. I will not do it.
And the last time I went to my own university, the University of Liberia, that gang stuff, the people Akaras took and stormed the university campus. That one of the things that made he lost the election. Students were in the classroom, some people laptops got stolen, and I thought so many things. Look, and let me just say this out to the face of the CDC, President George Weah. Look, George, you still been loved across the world. If someone tells you that George Weah is not
Say
been loved,
former president, we are.
former president, I'm not going to make that mistake. I mean, former president, George has still been loved. Yes, that's a fact about it. George, you still have life. He's still young, right? But your name should not be used. Your colleagues are watching you. The last time Ghana lined up 7 different presidents, former presidents, in the whole world. That picture went viral before the death of Gerald Rollins. I mean, you wake up in the morning, everybody thinking the worst thing for the country, and you call yourself a Liberian.
Making bad
Yes.
going from one radio station to another. That radio station basically about cleaning a car with
No, you continue to explain until you get tired.
just going from one radio station to another.
You just justify. Look, like
That
bring
means
it
that
down.
politics. That's what real politicians. Real politicians are now planning, looking for the misstep of this government, cataloging them, analyzing them, so that when they come back, when they are speaking, the Nigerian people will listen. If I was former president, we are in a very campaign messaging. There are certain people I will not let camera to even see them. I'm telling you, I will not allow camera to see certain people when I'm doing a serious campaign messaging. Because, for example, I can bring for example, to say, okay, they said they were going to vote for CDC.
No.
And you understand, wrong messenger. So when you even having your serious political message, campaign message, and certain people don't allow the camera to see them, you say that message there.
And let me say to the right. These EPS officers that benefit you, let's try to balance, right? They are served the country. What belongs to them?
So let's see.
So people out the system should be on fair package. Leverage your listening to us. I mean, we not meet up to your expectation. The Justice Minister honestly is going to speak on you. Right? These people benefit. They are serve the country. They are Liberians. They benefit from being given.
Want to release his statements.
The police also. Those 38 well-trained police officers who have not met requirement age, Gregory said, one of the system, the benefit are not ready for NASCOP and that of from the CSA say no package yet, but Gregory is still going ahead to late enough.
Stay away.
Look, life in government, life after government. You heard Dan Marias yesterday, right? Life in government, life after government. Decision you make will go with you. Tomorrow you're not in a position, sometimes you regret. The police cannot violate their own act. The act that created the police, the most reversed one, 2010 say, well, at 65 years before the president has been through the system. Today, senior police officers have communication. Mr. President, good morning to you, President Marka. These police officers have over the system on yesterday. They went to the wrong location for the protest. Not they should have gone to the CDC party headquarters. No.
Why didn't go to a neutral place?
Yes. Maybe they should have gone to the foreign ministry where the EPS have the headquarters there whatsoever, or the executive mansion to start from there.
You don't think people
or go to the Capitol building.
Will call you partisans.
But not to the party headquarters. So, Minister of Justice, please, these people retirement package, please address it. They deserve it. They are Liberians.
And the Justice needs to be very proactive.
Oh yeah,
I mean, you occupy one of the biggest portfolios in this country.
Yeah,
and your supervision cover a very wide range of institutions. The entire joint security is under your watch. I think you should be a very proactive justice. You look a little bit cool to me.
Cool?
Yeah.
Okay. You think more cool than Musa then?
I think so.
Musa was not talking. He was being overshadowed in the position.
Yeah, but for him, I'm not sure he's overshadowed.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, look, that interview Justice wants to have, this is going to be your first major appearance. We want to appeal. Look, we can't be doing interview like Samuel Tour. Let me just, I'm crazy with this thing. The Justice Minister is having an interview tomorrow on one network and asks us to turn our platform over. This is how Samuel Tour have been interviewed last 6 years. Yes, I will say it's a PR interview. Yes, select certain people. You can't do this, Mr. Minister. I received a call yesterday from the Ministry of Justice. You can't do this kind of interview. Invite independent journalists, let them sit on the table and ask those hard questions. Otherwise, else, I mean, man, it'll be like the hardware used to do an interview. Yeah, D12, all his interview when you just it will be no different, man. The Minister of Justice is coming out tomorrow to speak for the very first time. They want to appeal, please, their retirement package, let it be available for these EPS officers. The police too, you should also address those police officers who have that letter already. Gregory said they should go home. Today, police still making error. Some of them have arms. The experience, and I mean, these kind of things happening. Where are we going as a country? And it goes like the president. We remind our president, no room for error. Too much complaint on you.
And no business as usual.
Yeah, no, the business as usual already there. The most recent one he said, the hidden agenda. Right?
Oh, yes.
All the hidden agenda I mean, yes. So
Many people, yeah. You get passport, you not sending on it.
the mayor said near
You get
Jagapo.
passport? Yeah, man. I might get you might have put in the country.
The next available fly, this person is going to fly. Yeah.
That young man
You
standing down
made
there.
a young man. They
You
made
get passport.
no book.
John, now be that.
Yeah. Let's speak. Let's speak one more.
Good
Okay.
morning. Morning.
Sure. You know, I'm very much disappointed in CDC leadership. Serving as a former ruling party and now in opposition as an opposition political institution in our country. They shouldn't do anything to jeopardize our peace. And so we have to be a man of peace. But anything to the contrary, then we see we're not seeing as a man of peace. For someone who's standing for the truth, when they party there, we'll make sure that we tell them. There are so many errors along the line. But we can work on as Liberians. I believe that we can all work together. So for the former EPS officer that was dismissed by the EPS director to use the party headquarters as a means of protest, it was wrong, and I expected the chairman and the secretary general to report that. They shouldn't have let the guys to use the ground. These are brought a spark between the police yesterday, and if anything had gone wrong, we're able to see leadership responsible because you allow people to use your ground, and the police never had no confrontation with the CDC. Let me be very clear. It is unfortunate that certain people just blame the CDC for the majority of the CDC being excluded. That issue was done with the police. And the guy used the ground, the leadership was intended to escape from there and go to different place. And you stated them, the guys in the press conference said they're going to assemble at the headquarters within the EPS office and the executive mansion to give the protest to the director. If the director wanted to kill them or the people want to report, that was the statement for them. But unfortunately, you see the private quarter. We should condemn in the scholar thing and the issue of Greg Kumu. I got high respect for you, Greg. You're a trained police officer, there's no doubt. But the moment form, you try to put our veteran down. If you want to put him down, kill him off. The EPS got to put down, same here, you need to try and get the guys to package. They're all Liberians.
They're Liberians.
In this country is getting too much. And we don't see as a big Liberians to say truth to power and the opposition, our country is running for them. And we don't want that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. So thank you so much. We're getting the information. 300 ghost names at the Liberian Senate. Yes, 300 ghost name appears at the Liberian Senate. Ghost name people when you working, but they are on pay. Their names are just there for payroll. So who collecting it?
Who even collecting it?
Who collecting this kind of money? What's the country we're in? 300 ghost names at the Liberian Senate. Anyway, we're gonna go for sports, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Minister of Justice, please, these people money, their retirement money or whatsoever, be available, please. You know, I listened to a lady who I felt so sorry on the same live interview, talk about her children, her husband in the service. She work at MCC. Because there are some other people to lay out from MCC too. You must have these people retirement package ready before putting them out of the system. They are Liberians. Yeah, they're today on the camera, you see her, right? She even talked about stripping her, buck naked if nothing is done. Yes, I mean. So the Minister of Justice, please address this thing. The LMP too, you should also try to address it because the Liberian National Police should work along with the Ministry of Justice before even serving these people their retirement letter. The police have violated their own act. You should reach 65 years old. Some of these police officers are 59, 60 years old. I mean, yeah, but let's go off for sports. We'll come back. There's a big news for the Liberian education system. I remember Dr. Steven Zepes was in country. He met with President Marka. I had an interview with him. I mean, we're going to go exclusively at 9:25 this morning. Yeah, but now Mr. Zepes here on the sports right here on TBS 96.1. So of Liberia. What's making news? They talk, we listen up. Nami is here to fill us in the word of sports this morning. Good morning.
So no, you can let's just for me. Step out. My father working. It's saggy with EPS. Man, stop that, yes. I'm working on my corporation. The government will not benefit.
So let's see.
No benefits. The only thought that if you go to the bank, if you don't see no money in your account, just go right now and work for it.
Okay.
I want it to us.
Okay. So, folks. So, as I landed, Jefferson Kochi want to release his statements. So. So folks, stay awake. So folks, after the parade of the Labrador National Police, former City Mayor Jefferson Kochi is saying that he wants to address certain issues concerning what happened recently.
And well, the police has gone to do their piece behind city
So folks, after the patrol of the Labrador National Police, in that process, the former City Mayor, CC General Secretary Jefferson Kochi
Minister man, kill my son, my friend's son on Saturday free.
Who killed your friend's son? Who killed your son?
One of the policemen killed my friend's son on Banasfield Highway.
You know any?
He said he was angry. They arrested him. It was why this morning over the radio station in Wele. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Nothing else for boy. Then he telling us he was angry. You were angry that he killed 19 years old boy on his bike.
So Kevin said that they fed them from no justice.
Then he found justice for
Second, or the chairman check on Augustine Cole. Let's see which one the voice him elected after the Florence of the Labrador National Police. So this is Janga Cole, the chairman of the CDC. So many for now the chairperson Augustine Jangako will speak on the current issue that's happening.
The chairman is the chairman is texting. So what we're doing
What do you make of the police action this
in according to them, they are on a normal to pass through the headquarters of the coalition fundamental the church, went on the beach and later they return. What do you make of their action?
We see this as an unprovoked and unwarranted action by the Liberian government. The Liberian government has crossed the dangerous red line. The Liberian government has crossed a dangerous red line by deploying armed police at the city's headquarters. This is a dangerous red line, and because the last time the Liberian government deployed troops here, they killed unarmed seditions. And for the fact that this government is barely 7 months into office and has taken it upon itself to deploy armed men at the headquarters of the major opposition party, something that the CDC government didn't do in 6 years. On no occasion during the 6 years of the CDC government did we deploy armed men at the headquarters of the Unity Party. But the fact that the Unity Party has taken it upon itself to deploy armed troops to the headquarters of the CDC with an attempt to provoke and kill the peaceful citizens, because the CDC, the Liberian National Police is very trigger happy as you see they are killing citizens all around the country, from King George to Morovia. They are killing citizens, and they have deployed armed men at the CDC headquarters today. This is a dangerous red line, and we want to call on all seditions, wherever you are, be informed that the Liberian government has launched an attack on the CDC by deploying armed men. Because by even trying to enter the premises, the private premises around the CDC headquarters is a clear violation of our right to privacy. So we condemn it. We want to assure the government that you have crossed a dangerous red line, and the peace and stability of this country is in your hands. Like the wise man was saying, whether this bird is alive or dead, that depends on you, Joseph Marka, and your government. Whether the country survives or retrogress, that decision is left with you. And the first step has been taken today by the deployment of armed troops here. We have to tell our people to exercise maximum of restraint, but we don't know, we do not control the emotion of these people. So if you keep deploying armed men here, you are going to get the repercussion, and you'll be here fully accountable and fully responsible for the disruption of the peace of this country.
Chairman, the government has crossed the red line. What do you mean the government has crossed the red line?
The government, by the deployment of armed police at the headquarters of the CDC, because the last time the United Party government deployed troops here, they killed November 7th, they killed peaceful seditions here. And we can assure the government that will never be repeated. That will no peaceful sedition will be shot at the CDC headquarters. So you can come, we can tell you that we are ready for you, and the peace of this country is in your hand. If you want the country to retrogress, that will be your decision. Thank you.
So what is the way forward? The way forward. So folks, the last word from the chairman. So the live was from the chairman, the peace and stability.
We will help them. We will bring war for them. They will not rush.
But the police are not saying that they want to bring war.
They have no right coming here. They have no right coming here. For their stupid better, they can calculate. When they continue as, when they war they want, we will press on them. They will act stupid. I said it again.
So folks, do not go the way they bring it all the happy. Wow. Why are you guys referring to the police as some contract get paid. You say, excuse me, please.
My name is Philip Kumako. I'm in charge of mobile applications for EcoBank. Today, I'd like to talk to you about the EcoBank Express account. Do you know you can open a bank account without having to go visit a bank branch? Do you also know that you can open a bank account without having to fill all the paperwork that is normally associated with opening a bank account? Yes, this is true. This is what the EcoBank Express account offers you. The EcoBank Express account is a digital account that is opened using just your mobile number. This account allows you access to a wide range of banking services that is available today. To open an EcoBank Express account, you have two options. The first option allows you to use a smartphone and the internet to open your Express account. To use this option, you need to visit the Google Play Store or
GSA rule with an extension at the Patient Sharp Junction in Bassville. The school is now open for enrollment beginning the 1st of August to the 6th of September. Yes, there are some great items up for the parents in this academic curriculum. You will pay your child's fees and benefit from uniform, set of book bag package and a 3 medium and small bags and a dozen of hand cover copybooks. Yes, like I said, demonstration school, we are renowned for our commitment to quality education, our nurturing environment, and academic excellence. Don't miss out this incredible opportunity to provide your child with a top-tier education at La Cosette Demonstration School. Yes, enroll your child today and give them the gift of a bright future. Moses Vla, yes, is the head of that area. Let's talk some education matters.
Yes, so the executive mansion just
release
clarified
Okay.
that the president has not withdraw the appointment of Councillor Masakwe. There have been rumors that the appointment has been withdrawn by the executive mansion.
Okay.
But 2 hours ago, the executive mansion refutes that claim that it had withdrawn the
Jonathan Massacre?
Yes. So it said the office of the president has dismissed reports that President Boakai has withdrawn the appointment of Councillor Juneta Masakwe as the executive director of the Office of the World Economic Crimes Court. The Office of the President states here that the executive director, Councillor Masakwe, is currently on a mission abroad in the interest of the office and is expected to make full report to the president upon his return. The public is advised to rely only on official sources of information from the government on official matters.
Okay.
Yes, Kula Bana Fofana Scientist.
Presidential
Yes, so that's it. So everybody will say, oh yeah.
So Massacre is still in full swing.
It's not true. So he is the executive director of the Office of War and Economic Crimes Court.
Okay, well, if I will even publish that, which are the sources that publishes say it was removed?
Well, I've actually been hearing it in the corridors, in the public. Even yesterday, somebody asked me in my newsroom about, oh, is it true that the president has withdrawn it? I said, well, I cannot confirm that.
Okay.
Yes. No, I told the person, I said, I can confirm that. Thank God it's been cleared.
All right.
Yeah.
Great. So before the July 26th celebration, we had a lot of foreign dignitaries that came to our country. And Dr. Stephen Zekpex visited Africa for the very first time. This is a man who former President Barack Obama called a game changer. Yes, those of you Liberians who's watching us online, if you Google Stephen Zekpex, he was in Liberia visiting not just Liberia, Africa for the very first time. He's definitely in Asia, Europe, but he decided through the influence of Bill Rogers. Yes. So Dr. Zekpex had very great interaction meeting with the president, President Joseph Boyka, and also the Minister of Education, Dr. Jasso Jala. And on Friday, it was a privilege to have an interview. We're just going to take at least 5-10 minutes of he's here within the interview with us. Dr. Stephen Zekpex, founder principal of the Cadus International School in the U.S., have a very big package for our education system. Those of you who love education. Two things in the country you don't compromise: the health system and the education system. You don't triple it. So sit back and listen. Let us play this interview with Dr. Steven Zepex. Yes, and we want our government to pick up what I understood that he have already sent in his proposal what he wants to do for education sector already. So he left with the Ministry of Education and our president, President Boyka. I guess you remember this educator who visited you some 2 weeks ago, Dr. Steven Zepex. He was interviewed on last week with us. This is Dr. Steven. You and we'll be right back. Don't go away.
Want to, but I can't get it online today for some reason.
Yeah, so this is O'Neill from Truth FM Liberia. And yes, I'm just going through your profile and so you visited our country. Yes, man. Yes. Thanks for all the plans anticipated for us.
I was quite moved when I came and visited the wonderful people and the students and the schools, and it was very profound for me. And so I hope to look forward to coming back many times and helping any way I can.
Yes. Okay, that's great. So, of our president and the package Liberians looking for with that connection, giving back to our education sector.
Yes, absolutely. To help bring 21st century education to Liberian students. That's what I do, and I do that with school systems and around the world, and had great success with that, and being able to take students in schools and actually bring them to transform them to today's society and what's needed today. It's not just about teaching curriculum. They need those other skills. They need the skills how to communicate, how to collaborate, how to be creative, as well as the content. But the days of just learning the content from a book and then hoping you can go out and do something, those days are gone. Those aren't around anymore, especially in the world market. So, that's my mission, is to bring 21st century education transformation to the world. They're ready and prepared. So yeah.
Great. So you known our education minister very well, Dr. Jazzo, and you saw a few of the schools. What's your own impression? I mean, seeing schools in one of the oldest African republic probably will not be up to standard as compared to other schools across the world.
That's true. However, you have to take it into context, and I saw a couple of schools that were very promising. I saw a couple of schools that certainly needed some work. When you go into a school and you see students all lined up in a row with desks, and the teachers at the front lecturing with their back turned, writing on on a chalkboard. That's so old school. It's not even relevant in today's education system. But I did visit some schools as they were in rows, but the students were excited. There was engagement. The in the schools, they were looking vision forward, and they were so. I agree. There are some schools that certainly the infrastructure is not there in any of the schools, but there was lots of promise. I saw several schools that were working with what they had, and they were doing the best they could with what they had, and the students and the faculty seemed they were looking forward to the future, and so. Yeah, there you have to take it into context. I mean, I could go to schools in, let's say, certain places in and they're just super schools. They have everything.
Mm-hmm.
But you go into other schools in different locations. If you go to schools in Mexico, some of them are very similar. They don't have the infrastructure, not all the schools, but some schools do. So you have to take what you have.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean the students don't deserve the best that you can give them, right?
Okay.
They should. Every student should be able to get the best that you are able to give them. So you have to work within the means you have. So my goal is to come in and work, hopefully, with the Minister of Ed and the department, and to show them and help them.
As I play as I played to pre-record, I played this interview. Hundreds of thousands, if possible, millions of Liberians are listening to you. Can monitor this. What do you hope for that one of the renowned, principal across the world that former President Barack Obama made? What do you anticipate? What do you expect in terms of giving back to our country?
Well, I have a pretty large team of educators that we go, and trainers that we go out. So my goal is to come in to work with the schools and the teachers to train them in the pedagogy of 21st century education, so they can go back and they can create projects and they can work with students to teach them in the real authentic world issues that are happening, and how to teach that, not just a sit and get, but how they can bring that intrinsic learning to the students. So that is my goal, is to come in and work with the training centers, the teachers, the universities, how they prepare their teachers to go out and move forward in today's world, to change. And that's how you start the education system, one teacher at a time.
Okay.
But that's the goal, is to, you can't change the students, right? The students are pretty resilient, so they'll pick it up. But you have to change the people delivering the instruction and the content to a different modality on how to deliver instruction. Sitting in rows and listening to a teacher lecture, that doesn't resonate anymore. I mean, that was 20 years ago.
Okay.
Today, you very seldom go into any workplace and see individuals sitting in cubicles anymore.
Mm-hmm.
What you see is students, individuals working collaboratively. Let's just say an engineer. You might be an engineer, but you're working collaboratively with the finance person. You're working collaboratively with the design individual. You're working collaboratively with the materials manager. So it's not just teaching and working in isolation anymore. You're working with teams. So why wouldn't we not teach students how to do that? So how to work in teams. That's working in individual isolation doesn't work anymore. That doesn't work for today's 21st century world. It's changed so fast and so much that those days, those are antiquated teaching methods.
Okay.
And so that's my goal, is to come in and hopefully work with the minister in delivering her vision and the president's vision on how to transform schools for 21st century education.
Great. So before I take leave of you, lastly, Dr. Jaso Jalai, do you believe that she's going to deliver to Liberia education system?
I have listened to talk with leaders around the world in education, and listening, I did a presentation for her. I didn't see her presentation, and when I was done, she showed me a presentation. It was almost exactly what I was delivering. Her vision, she can deliver.
Wow.
I truly believe she has not only the passion, but she also has the knowledge and the capabilities of making something happen. and doing that. I don't think she's one of those people that I got from her impression. I don't know if you've heard this term before.
Okay.
She not only talks the talk, she walks
She walk
the
the
walk.
walk. Okay. If you can talk the
Yeah,
talk, you can walk the walk.
exactly. Because I hear a lot of people do a lot of talking,
Mm-hmm.
but there's no action. They don't know how to move it forward, and they can't walk the walk. They can talk it really well, but they don't know how. They can't walk the walk. And my impression from her in my visits with her, she is somebody who can deliver. And she not only can talk the talk, she walks the walk. When she goes out to the villages and she's meeting with these individuals, and I told her, I said, when I come in, I don't come in and tell you start changing things. I go in there and I listen. And I look and I listen and I look for the good and I look for the things that need to be changed. And I don't go in and just say to do this. I listen to and work with the communities. And that was exactly what she was doing. And that tells me that's an individual who knows what they're talking about.
Okay, yes. This is Dr. Steven Zekpet. Yes, Steven Zeppel, founder, principal of the Marnon's New Technology High School, now principal of CEDA International Next Generation. As we told you earlier on, he visited Africa for the very first time, that is Liberia. And you listen up to his plan for our education sector, working with teacher training, upgrade our school system, project writing, and I mean there's so much great package. And in fact, he has sent in a proposal already to the Ministry of Education, and he met with the president, President Joseph Boyka. And this educator is looking for if we can start and see if we'll pick up as a country through the ministry. So this is why there was some effort made since he left the country to have this great interview. Okay, I mean he have said it all. Yeah. So the Ministry of Education, Dr. Zeppets, ears still open up, and since he have left the country almost 2 weeks to see what next, and he have placed his confidence in this current education minister that yes, she can deliver. Those of you watching online, you seeing Dr. Zeppes and former U.S. President Barack Obama, who refers to him as a real education transformer. Yes.
Yes, that's great. Listen to him keenly, and some of his statements are very realistic about transforming education. Our system, like in one of his responses to you, he mentioned the issue of collaboration, where people from different backgrounds can work together, combining their expertise to achieve whatever goal they want to achieve. Whatever the proposal is that is currently with the Ministry of Education, I believe we can look through it and adjust it to our own setting and work with it. I mean, there's always transformation going on in the world in different sectors, including the education sector. So when you find partners or people who are interested in helping with methods that they have used in other places and gain huge success, it is important that you also work in line with that. Our education sector is challenged, so we always need to find solutions. And finding people like Dr. Steven, it is important to work with people of such, because people like that are very hard to come around. Yes,
Very well.
Yeah, so when they find interest in your work, it means that there's hope for progress.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he met with the president, President Boyka, I mean, for almost an hour. So I mean, let's see if we can pick it up. Yes, this is TBS 96.1. Let's use the next 15 minutes. You've been following the interview of Dr. Steven Zeppes, who visited Africa. And something both of us laugh behind the scenes. We say, "Mama, how is it? How come in the 21st century you're still using the blackboard?" That was not part of the interview. That was, that was just something to share on the record. But yes, so to upgrade as a people and as a country. Yes. So if education's business is not working in Montserrat, don't expect it to work in Papolo, in Grand Chile. If you see teachers struggling in Montserrat, trust me, in the other countries, it will be so worse. Let's get some reaction if you're following up.
Yes, if you follow the interview, let's have some reaction. For the female, 0770 202579 females exclusively.
Yes, the middle
Yes.
line. You announced a female because the poor end of the middle line.
Yeah, the female 0770202579 exclusively for women.
Yes, the middle line is 07772859661. Let's hear you.
Good morning.
Good morning, Marka.
Good morning.
Fala from Kiwi community. Fala Janji Jasi from Kiwi community.
Go ahead, Vala.
I listen to the man I was talking. I was really impressed. Because our education system, as the former president referred to it as mess, we pray that Jose Imabwaga, that our education sector will be vibrant, because we noticed that most of our schools, you will not even see benches, you will see no chairs in those various schools. So as I said regularly, if we struggle in most of our county, then what more about in the rural life? So you will see students sitting on the ground, on the bare ground. You will see in the schools, you will see water flowing all over, even in most of our county. So those places where we don't have good drainages, you will see water entering inside. So as he has said regularly, we pray that our education minister, she will be so mad that she will do the right thing. As he said, that he wants for Liberians that they will have good education, that our children will have a better education that will be compared to other countries around our surrounding. So
Okay.
thank you for the show this morning.
Thank you. Let me take the next one, and then Oni will take the other call. Please, you have to cut off the radio, or better still, lower the volume. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say thank you to our studio guests and that of the two of you. You know, President Walker, by you taking people from in this country, carrying them for a scholarship and what have you, it will not solve our problem. We need good people like this to come in our country to train our teacher and make everybody happy. Because there are some of us, we voted for you, we stood in the rain sun. You don't see all, you don't feel, but we tell and go in our village to campaign for you. All we want is good education for our children. Because if we bring people into this village, everybody will benefit. We have to train our teachers, at least all our children will benefit. So it will not solve our problem by taking few hand of people to carry them, HR, whatsoever, to go train. It will not solve our problem. It will be more generative for us. So it is the right thing for you to bring expert in education that will train our people, that we all will be happy. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's go to the middle line. Good morning.
Good morning. And let me say a pleasant good morning to everybody. I joined a bit of it from District 4. And as usual, this is the voice of Afro Asia Senior. It's a shame. It's a shame and disgrace to our country when our partners from the outside world will realize that the education system is going down the drain.
But there are challenges. There are challenges everywhere. Even in other countries, people have challenges in some sectors. Not everything is perfect everywhere.
Marka, yeah, you are 100% correct. There are challenges, but the challenges that we have here, as compared to the challenges in the outside world, Marka, these are just the bread and butter issues we have here as challenges. Those challenges that people have out there, you're talking about the lack of having chairs in school. Marka, are you telling me these are challenges people are facing in the outside world? Students having chairs, benches, chalkboard in schools? Are these challenges you're telling me about? Our challenges are not even up to the fact that people from the outside world will come and recognize and be seen to us in our faces. It's a shame. And this is why we have called on this president. We campaign for this president vigorously to ensure that all of those sectors are very damaged, especially the health and education sector. Like the two madams that left the land, they spoke very well. We need people who are coming to this country, train our teachers.
Okay.
So that they can get the necessary education.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Education and politics don't mix. Anyway, yes. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, I called to participate. I'm your mandatory from Bonafa. Yeah, I just want to thank you for the guest that came in the studio. My mom prayed that it shouldn't be here. They're seeing late service. The other people come in We've complicated, but then the government will not be able to support them to do what they want to do. Because education is the bedrock for any nation. I pray that this administration will do well. We come to administration, we come to administering our educational system in a rightful way. Thank you so much for the guest.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
female line
Female.
0770-202579. Again, 0770-202579, the female line.
Yes. We hope the Ministry of Education will definitely pick it up. That the ZEPEX met with His Excellency. I mean, it's a serious reason we play this interview. I mean, with him. His ears, he's still opening up, hoping that Liberians will definitely benefit from this.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's see if we have a female caller. Good morning. Good morning. Yes, you're live. Go ahead.
I want to say thanks to the two of you, studio, and also to the guests I was expecting the first. Actually, education has advanced in another way, and our country is also affected from that, like other countries. I would just want to bless God that He said He's feeling the things in line with our minister, and I pray that we will be able to work along with Him, and there will be improvement in our education system. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, that's great.
Yes, more calls. We can take more calls.
Yeah.
Again, the female line 0770-202579. Let's participate.
Yeah, the female, y'all save your number, man. Save the number in your phone,
Yeah,
man.
save
Yes,
it.
save the
Save
number.
it as Truth FM female
Yeah,
line.
just save.
Yeah.
Well, how did you save it?
Yeah.
Save it as Truth FM female line.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. 072859661 for the male. So we'll use the next 5 minutes. Maybe we'll pick 2 or 3 more calls up.
Yeah.
But I'm hearing in Kakata there is an overhead count for DO officers at the local government school there. Let me see. But let's pick the call on the line. Good morning. Go ahead, you live.
Well, I'm actually here, calling from Java Camp Division 16. Yes, I heard a news that the ministry, they are going to be recruiting and training up to 2,000 teachers. Actually, this year, those teachers who are volunteering, their name were not really mentioned as per the list was sent to the district education office to be trained. Yeah, so I try to inquire if they are taking it for 2 years back or for this one year that people volunteer.
I think we ourselves need to verify that.
Yes, you just gave you all the information.
Yeah, we need to verify
Although we're talking some education matter, but so Maxine Blinton, where are you, man? We're hyping the MOE, but now you should be calling, man. Blinton, man. Good morning. Morning. Yeah, this person have to drop the line. Let's speak to this other person. Good morning. Yeah, go ahead. No.
Your line is
Yeah,
bad.
I mean, so
Yeah,
terrible.
your line is bad.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so if we can get any call, I feel we can call it a day.
Yeah.
Yes, but this is very important for us as a people. You know, not everything we should make with politics. Too much of politics drives away every other thing.
Yeah.
This man is a seasoned educator, and he visited our country in Africa, not South Africa, not Nigeria, but visiting Africa, Liberia for the very, very first time. And he has sent in his medium range or long range plan to the MOE, also putting his confidence in Jaso Jala administration as Minister of Education. Let me just say this out to the minister. If nothing is working most rather for the school system, don't hurt your body and go local county. It will be worse. If Mosaware is 2 times not doing well, these other nearby counties or father county will be times 5 or times 15. So just do that calculation. But please put your attention and let's see what ZEPEX has in package for Liberians to benefit. And to the Ministry of Foreign Finance, the MOE scholarship students, we all know government always wants students to be on a scholarships, right? And they have to meet up to the grade points. So for what I've learned since March, April, May, June, the bill have been sent to the Ministry of Finance to pay students arrears. Government students on scholarship, please. the Minister of Finance, Minister Myers, Acting Minister, please look into it. Otherwise, else we'll have thousands of students dropping off on the MOE scholarships. The one in country, I ain't talking about the one out country. Like I said, is going to lay in. I mean, other students too who have all country there.
Yes, in Ghana.
In Ghana, experiencing the same thing. So in country, the arrears are there. The schools are doing business where they are saying, well, these students will not enter for the upcoming semesters. So please see if you can clear that. Yeah, man. I think we gotta go.
Yeah.
Gotta go. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much. We'll come back. We'll still be reviewing the NBC. That's internal audit. We'll say by decision if our lawmaker will extend our CTM agreement, say no to it. Yes, happy birthday again to the First Lady Katumo Boykai, Pedro Costa, Councilor Tewonse Gongolo, Dr. Leo Sylvester Yamiche, happy birthday to you. Thank you so much on behalf of the entire team. Richard Lucini, Oni Rebels, Marka Davis. We'll see you. Have a good Tuesday. Bye bye.